life-saving ventilators, assembled and packed in the hundreds. This factory in Hebei province is just one of many across China producing medical supplies desperately needed in the fight against the coronavirus pandemic. These machines are being prepared for customers in Italy and the UK.
Usually there's not much demand for ventilators worldwide. But nobody expected this virus outbreak. It put a lot of pressure on ventilator makers.
As COVID-19 takes hold around the world, Chinese manufacturers are in overdrive producing masks, respirators and testing kits to sell to governments and businesses. Supplies made in China have also been included in emergency aid packages sent by Beijing to more than 80 countries in need.
But critics accuse the Chinese government of engaging in so-called mask diplomacy, providing supplies in exchange for political support. Others say Beijing is trying to divert attention away from its mishandling of the outbreak in January, or not acting fast enough to prevent its spread.
That's soft power, but it's also like, look at you people, you didn't make them in your own factories, we're going to have to come to your rescue. So it's a clear attempt to shift the narrative, but it's unlikely to be that effective because what we're seeing is problems with stuff that's coming out of China.
Car and electronics companies have now retooled or expanded to meet international demand for medical gear. And while the Chinese government is encouraging production, regulators are struggling to enforce standards. Officials in Spain, Turkey and the Netherlands have rejected masks and testing kits they say are poor quality or don't work.
In this very particular case, they have been returned to the provider, and a different test with guarantees is going to be supplied.
Authorities have cracked down on those producing uncertified or counterfeit goods. And Beijing is downplaying concerns, saying these criticisms are overblown and counterproductive to the international effort to contain the outbreak.
China is willing to maintain close communication with the relevant parties, but we hope that this issue will not be interpreted politically.
In Hebei, factory staff are working long hours to fulfill orders. Managers say each ventilator is carefully inspected before being sent overseas, a guarantee they hope will allow international customers to breathe a little easier. Katrina, Al Jazeera, Beijing.